वही पालती है वही सारी दुनिया का मालिक है. All right, let's begin. Om ajïäna-timirändhasya jnanāञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरौ श्रीयुत्पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं साजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः. We are on chapter 4. Every chapter is so beautiful. It's like, going into the ocean and finding new gems. That's how. So chapter 3 was incredible. The way he explained karma yagya, everything, and then now he has gone further ahead. He's going on explaining such beautiful things. Every chapter will reveal something unique, something nice. Every time, I read these chapters, even before giving these lectures, I keep thinking about them. Even while I go on walk or while I'm sitting, all the time I'm having this conversation with myself. Because Gita, I've read it so many times, I've taught so many times. The questions are very common questions, like similar questions. I have whatever one person asks, other person asks the same questions. So these questions are always there. But every time I read Gita, there is something new. And I feel so joyful about Gita. This is one book, like you can go on reading over and over and over again. And every time it will give you some insight, some knowledge, some joy. One of the best books ever. All right. So Bhagwan, he went on explaining. You guys remember everything. 3rd chapter. Why do we sin? We commit sin because of our increased lust. Where is lust? He says it comes out of mode of passion. And where do you see the symptoms? When there is increased lust and your desires don't get fulfilled and you get angry, frustrated for everything. So that lust converts into wrath or anger. And Bhagwan says, you should know, this is your biggest enemy. From where is it entering? He said, your sense organs, your mind and your intelligence. But then he went on saying, sense organs are higher than the dull matter. Mind is higher than your sense organs. Intelligence is higher than that. But understand, never forget, you, the living entity, are more stronger than all of these 3 things. So realize that. And try to control, try to restrain all of these 3 things. And then he went on saying, O Arjuna, chapter 4th. This knowledge, what I'm giving you now, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, you just asked me, why are you giving so much confused knowledge? I'm going to explain you. It's not only you whom I'm giving this knowledge. I have given it in the past to Sun God himself, Vivaswan. And then he passed on the knowledge to Manu, your forefather of human beings. And from there, it went on to Ikshvaku, forefather of Raghu dynasty, Ram. I gave the knowledge. And from there, the knowledge passed on to all the kings of the time. So kingly people also knew. They were saintly, even though they were kings, but they were saintly. They were Ram Rajya, it was called. They were living nicely. So this knowledge passed on in parampara, in a lineage. And yesterday I explained you, it is very important. Understand Gita, to sit with devotees who have learnt it in certain parampara. It passes like that. You cannot avoid. Bhagwan has done this. We can't do. If we think we'll read it by ourselves and understand it, it is not an ordinary book. It's not one book or novel. You know how many times, one novel you read, how many times can you read the novel? 2 times, 3 times max, even if you like. If you like some movies, how many times can you see the movie? But here I'm saying Bhagavad Gita, for how many years I have forgotten count now. How many years I have learned, I have taught. And every day I get up with that excitement. Wow, Gita, this shloka, oh my God. That excitement never stops. This is Gita. If someone says, oh, I learned Gita, I know I have learned it from this guru and that guru. But they don't have the excitement for Gita. Then I realize, you have not understood Gita. Because God speaks through Gita. God connects through Gita. Bhagwan is, in every shlok, he's speaking, he's connecting. If someone says, someone is looking God somewhere else and they say, oh, I learned the Gita long time ago. But you have not connected with Gita. You have not connected with Bhagwan. You learned it like how people go to college. They learn it like that. They learn, they forget. But Gita is not a subject to be forgotten. It becomes you. The teachings are in you all the time. You cannot forget. You cannot forget. Bhagwan says, I have given it in the disciplic succession. And this science got lost. That same supreme science of yoga, I'm giving it to you. Again, why? Bhakto asime cheta sakha cheti. Actually, this line just, I don't know how many times I repeat my mantra. After reading Gita and slowly, you fall in love with Krishna. First, you will not like him. First, you will try to ignore him. You will try, because you have loved somebody else in the past, some other Devi Devtas, you like that. And this person you just want to ignore. Yeah, he's very knowledgeable, I understand. Yeah, good. But this guy here, this dude, he won't leave you. He will talk to you so sweetly and give you the knowledge. And slowly, the more you hear the knowledge, the more you fall in love with him. Slowly. My father used to say, certain friendships in life, some people, they'll come to you and they'll become immediately friendly with you. But after some time, they'll leave you also. The speed with which they came and became your friends, the same speed they will leave you. But certain friendships, they grow up very late. They grow very late and it takes time to get bonded. But then when you have bonded, they live with you for a long time. Even if you don't speak to them, but whenever you meet, you will meet like, wow, you just, it'll be like, again, like you just met now. You'll feel the same happiness. So my father used to say, there used to be saying that the sun, like the rising sun, it comes in the morning and by the time afternoon, it is gone. And from afternoon, the sun, till the evening, okay? So its duration is long. And then my father used to say, when you see the shadow in the morning sun, that shadow will be very small. And the afternoon sun, that shadow goes away. After the afternoon sun, your shadow will become longer and longer and longer. And that remains. In moonlight, your shadow will be very long. So my father used to say that shadow is like that friend. This is like he used to compare like the sunlight. They'll come first, but by the time it is afternoon, some of the friends will vanish. But certain friendships which start from the afternoon, then they will grow like this shadow for a longer time. So Bhagwan Krishna for me was like that. Started slowly, 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 slowly. And now the friendship is very deep. He will not leave, I will not leave. Our bond is like that. We promised each other. He had already promised, I promised it late. So why? This statement. I am giving you the science of yoga. You have gone everywhere. I know you try to understand from thousands of sources. But now, oh my dear one, I am giving it to you now. Why? Bhakto asime sakha cheti. You are my dear friend. You are my devotee. This mantra always going on in my head. You are my dear friend. You are my devotee. You are my dear friend. You are my devotee. This is what we want to hear, right? Every time we tell it to Bhagwan, Bhagwan, you are mine, you are mine. But Bhagwan here in Gita says, no, you are mine, you are mine. That response, you accept him as Bhagwan, and Bhagwan is responding. Bhakto se me sakha cheti, you are my dear friend, devotee. When you hear this, you feel nice. And then Bhagwan says, I am going to give you all the secrets. Don't worry. You have gone here and there to thousands of places to understand. Now you have come to the right place. I'm going to give you everything. I will not hide anything from you. This is the greatness. Arjun says, okay, God, great. Bro, I know. You are great. But tell me one thing. You went on saying that you gave the knowledge to sun god. Really? But I am seeing you now. When did that happen? Bhagwan says, oh Arjun, bahuni me vititani janmani tava Arjuna. I and you have taken many births, many incarnations. You have also come, I have also come. But there's a difference between you and me. I remember everything. And you tend to forget. Here is where Bhagwan has maintained. In Gita, he maintains his position as the Supreme Personality of Godhead in every chapter. He's maintaining, I am the Guru. I am the Bhagwan. I am yours. I am your friend. And you are my friend too. You are my Bhakta. You are my part and parcel. I am Bhagwan. You are Bhakta. Bhagwan, you remember the definition of Bhagwan. He owns everything. The one who has all the knowledge is Bhagwan. You are my part. You also have the knowledge. But you forget. I remember. So says, O Parantapa, even though you are a great tapasvi means austerities, you can subdue all your enemies. But still, for you to remember everything the way I remember is impossible. Bhagwan maintains that duality, the status quo as it is. You are part and parcel. I am the Supreme. Bhagwan goes on saying in Shloka 6th, Ajo api, I am never born. Ajo api san avyayatma. I never deteriorate. Bhutanam Ishwaro api. I am the Ishwar, I am the controller of every living being. I come here. Right now you are seeing me as your friend, but you have questioned me, right? How did I give to the sun? Well, I'm telling you, I never take Jan. I never take birth. I'm always there. From the time that your son existed, I have existed. I have come in front of you by my own potency. She's called Yogamaya. I decided to come. There's a difference between Bhagwan and a human. What is the difference between God and human? Human being, or living, not human being, I should say, a living entity, a living being. A living being is working under the control of that illusory energy or yoga maya or prakriti. Prakriti means material nature. So a living entity is always under the control of maya. Maya is also called as yoga maya. Maya is also called as the illusory energy. Maya is also called as the material nature. Material nature is also known as the three modes. Modes of goodness, modes of passion, mode of ignorance. Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. So a living entity is always under the control of this illusory energy, Maya or Yoga Maya. But Bhagwan is above this Yoga Maya. So there is Yoga Maya, the illusion created by Maya, the illusory energy. We are under it, illusioned. Bhagwan is above it. It's like a magician doing a play. You go to the magic show and the way he'll do the magic, you are like, how did he even do this? Some illusion he has created. So fine that illusion is, you can't even catch. No matter how careful you are, you can't. But the magician will always have a helper behind who is helping him do this. The helper knows how this illusion was created. Helper knows the secrets. You see, you go to the magic show, he brings a girl, puts him in a box, and then from here he'll throw a sword, from the other side he'll throw a sword, and here you're in the audience, you're thinking, oh my God, the girl will get hurt, so many swords all around. And then he opens one door and you see the girl's head. Then other door he opens, you'll see only her legs. And then he'll twist the whole thing. And you think, oh, the girl is cut into pieces. And then he closes the box again. And then the girl comes out in full as a whole piece, nothing happened to her. She'll bow down to you. You think, how did this happen? This was just an illusion. The girl being cut was an illusion. Who created it? The magician with the help of somebody. So somebody who knows all this whole process has understood. So the helper knows it. So here his helper is Yoga Maya. He is doing it. And if we become like him, he says, I am telling you all the mysteries, understand it. Become my servant. Help me. Play with me this game. If you become his servant, if you are his devotee, if you are his friend, you also understand the whole game. And Bhagwan goes on saying, if someone understands this, if someone understands my birth, if someone understands my pastimes, my transcendental pastimes and my transcendental birth, if someone just knows it, Bhagwan said in that Shloka, Shloka number 9, Tyaktva punarjanma neti mameti Arjuna. He does not take birth again. He comes to me. Why does Krishna incarnate? We discussed 3 reasons yesterday. 1, first and the most important, it's okay if you forget the other 2. The most important is to deliver the pious people, to play these beautiful pastimes. When he delivers the pious people, he plays these beautiful pastimes, even though he's not in front of us right now in form. But the more we hear his pastimes, the more our mind is happier. Our mind does not get stuck in the worldly things anymore. It is only stuck in his beautiful pastimes. And we are liberated just by hearing his pastimes. Many times people say, Krishna, God doesn't talk. And I'll always say, no, God is talking. God is talking through Bhagavad Gita. How do we believe? This is just a book. I always give this example. If your mother wrote you a will, my parents wrote you the will for their property, that is just a piece of paper. On that paper, there is a seal. There's a seal of the court or attorney or lawyer. With that seal, that paper becomes powerful. Without the seal, the paper is no powerful, has no power. but it is still a paper with printed words. And your parents gave it to you. Whether they are there in the body form or not, that paper has so much value. Number one, your parent gave it to you. Number two, it has the seal of the court. So that paper has so much value. Then this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, even though you can say it's just a book, but do you know from where the book has come? Who spoke it? The Supreme Personality of Godhead beyond all quotes. He said, I am the controller of all living beings. So that Supreme Controller, has spoken this. Each and every word, every shloka. That Supreme Controller's seal is there in this book. You trust a simple paper of this world. Here Bhagwan is speaking himself and giving his answers. Why would you not trust it? Sometimes people hear different lectures from different people. And they give good lectures. But they hide God, or they are those lecturers, those preachers, they hide God. They take away God from their discourses. And many times people like their lectures. And when they hear Gita, they'll be like, but this person says like this. My only answer is, he is a person. He is a human being. He is under the influence of Maya. His lecture is Paurusheya. A man has spoken, a human being, a living entity has spoken, who is under the control of Maya. Bhagwan here says, Maya is under my control. I control Maya. And this lecture, this book, what he has spoken, this discourse, what he has given, is Aparusheya. Bhagwan has spoken. It's your choice. To hear somebody who does not talk about Bhagwan, or to hear somebody, or to hear from Bhagwan himself, it's your choice. If a guru can take you to Bhagwan, the guru is doing rightly. Hear such a guru, no problem. I have heard so many gurus. But if they take away Bhagwan from their lecture and they only talk about themselves, then, then I know, thank you very much. I learned a lot. All gurus' job is to connect you to the highest guru, and highest guru is Krishna Mande Jagat Guru, Krishna Guru. All gurus will take you to Gita. I gave you this example so many times. People talk about Shankaracharya. Well, he spoke Lalita Tripura Sundari Saundarya Lahari, then he is speaking Gita Bhashya too. So Gita is that important. It has come from Bhagwan himself. Bhagwan says, he speaks. And he says, those who understand this much, what? Janma karma cha me divyam, 9th shloka. My birth, my appearance, and my activities are all transcendental. Tyaktva deha punarjanma naiti mameti. After he leaves his body, he does not take birth again in this material world, but attains to my eternal abode. Oh Arjuna, how simply Bhagwan has said. You have to trust. Why? Because Bhagwan, whom you are looking in the temples, know that Bhagwan is speaking. You have seen him in different forms, expecting some magical thing will happen, and it has happened many a times. That Bhagwan who made it happen is speaking. This book has his seal, the Supreme Controllers. The Supreme Controller of all being is speaking. And he's giving such a simple sutra, such a simple thing. He says, just if you know me, just if you know my pastimes, if you keep thinking about them, you leave this body, you come to me. As simple as that. No complications. You might have heard thousands of other speakers. telling you how complicated spiritual path is, how you have to be pure, how you have to do this. You cannot achieve that. You cannot achieve that. This. I felt the same when I was learning Sri Vidya. Every guru you hear, they'll make it so complex. And all the time they're only reminding me of, I'm an apradhi, I'm guilty. All the time. When you read Gita, there is no guilt. Absolutely no guilt. Bhagwan is saying so simple. Come to me, I'll take care of you, don't worry. Why? Because you are my friend. You need me. A friend indeed is friend indeed. So you need me. So you're my friend. So I am there always for you. So come to me, I'll take care of you, don't worry. All you have to do is just know me. Believe me, trust me, I'm transcendental. My activities are transcendental. That's it. As simple as that. There is no aprad. There is no guilty. I might have done thousands of mistakes. So what? This, my friend, is available to me all the time. Friends stand for each other. And this, my friend, my Krishna, is available for me. Other Devi Devtaas are giving me so much headache sometimes. You do this, aprad, you do that. But this, my friend, come to me. I'm yours. That beauty. When he says, Janma karma cha me divyam, yo veti tatvata, that person who knows this, once he leaves his body, naiti mameti so Arjuna, I'm like, wow, thank God. Now I only know you. Now I can sleep very well. Even if I die, I'll come to you. Because I know you. You know me, I know you. That's it. As simple, right? Here he is not talking anything else. And then he says, the next shloka, Bhagwan, how to know you? What else should I do? Tell me one thing. What? How many mantras? How many lakhs? How many rituals? Should I buy some yantra, Bhagwan? What rituals? What fasting, Bhagwan, I should do to get you, to understand you? Bhagwan does not talk anything like that in Gita. He made it simple for us in Kali Yuga. He says, come on. Bhagwan, but I heard in the past, saints were going to the Himalayas and they were standing on one leg for 10,000 years and praying. Even after praying so much, they didn't find God. I heard it from some guru said that God is so difficult to find. And here you are saying it, making it so simple. Bhagwan says, yeah. That was a different era. This is a different era. You guys are already in Kali Yuga. I have to make easier things for Kali Yugi. In those times, even to go to Kedarnath is so difficult. Because to go to Kedarnath, when people used to leave their home, they'll be like, okay, bye-bye, I may not see you again. Because that is a mountainous, hilly region. I don't know how it will be. Some animal may come and eat me, or maybe I will reach. The weather is so unpredictable and Himalaya is so terrorizing at times. The Ganges can just overflow and take me away. God knows what is going to happen. So this is my final bye to you. And people used to be so scared and go to Kedarnath and Badrinath. And months it used to take for them to reach a Kedarnath, Badrinath. For that darshan. Months. Because there was no roads. But now, how many days from Delhi? 6 days. 6 days, you can finish Kedar Badri. And you don't even have to climb anymore. Choppers are there. 1 day, chopper you go, come back. Badrinath 3 days from Delhi. Now compare that yoga and this yoga. If you read the stories of that yoga in your scripture, oh, it took so much time to go to Kedarnath. This person climbed this hill and that hill and la 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 la. And you will be like, no, it just takes 6 days. Why? Greatness of Kali Yuga. We are in Kali Yuga. Thank God. We don't have the energy like those people. We eat all those foods which do not give us energy, all genetically modified. We don't have pure air. We don't have pure water. But if you want to go to Kedarnath, thank God you gave us choppers. So in Kali Yuga, everything has changed. So same way, Bhagwan says, I am giving you the new dharma. I told you, Bhagavad Gita, he says, my dharam. He says, I am giving you the new dharma for Kali Yuga. I am making it easy for you. Why do you want to go back to that old ways? I am giving you new dharma. What is the new dharma? Just understand me. That's it. Simple. No tapasya, nothing. I'm not telling you any tapasya. Only develop one quality. What is that quality? 10th shloka. 10th shloka. He says, Vita raga bhaya krodha manmaya mamupashitaha bahavo jnana tapasa Bhuta madbhava agataha Vita raga bhaya krodha. Bhagwan says, remove your rag. Rag means attachments. You're so attached to the world, just take away that attachment. Why are you attaching yourself to something temporary? Attach yourself to me. I'm always there for you. You think the worldly people are your friends? Nobody can be friendly like me. I am your true friend. I told you, a friend in need is friend indeed. This only applies on me. But with worldly people, it doesn't apply. A friend in need is friend indeed until you are really in need. Then you see. The worldly people are like that. If you're really in need, some stranger will come and help you, but your very own will leave you first. Or stop talking to you and talk bad about you. So take away your attachments in all those security systems that you have built around you. They are not your security. They are not your insurance. You're always fearing, what if I don't have people who will help me? Take it away. Take away your attachments. Take away your fear. I am there always. Take away your attachments, take away your fear, and leave aside anger. Do not be angry. 3 things you do, and then what else you must do? Manmaya mamupashitaha. Put your mind unto me. Mamupashitaha. Surrender to me. Take my refuge. Come to me. Bahavo jnana tapasa. And I'm telling you one more thing, Arjuna, because I remember. Bahavo jnana tapasa. Many jnanis, the knowledgeable people in the past. And all those tapasvis, those people who performed austerities in the past. Once they realized this simple thing, Bhuta, they became purified. Mad bhava magata, they got me, they came to me. So that's all you have to do. Only remember me. Beyond this, there is nothing. So Bhagwan made it very simple. So what are the qualities to achieve him, to go towards him? Being freed from attachment, fear, and anger. This is Shloka number 10. Second, being fully absorbed in me. Third, taking refuge in me. Many persons from the past came to me. You also can come to me. You also can attain my transcendental nature. What is the transcendental nature? Sat Chit Ananda. That is transcendental nature. You will realize me and you will come to my form. full of bliss. All right. So when it is so easy, doubting Thomas, the mind just goes on questioning. Oh, that easy, Bhagwan. Just to think of you. Yeah, I heard many saints used to say that in the past. Only think of God's name. Only remember his pastimes. Only think of his forms. Only think of the places where he did all this. Only think of his qualities. I know. That's why the Vishnu Sahasranam was made. Lalita Sahasranam was made. All these Sahasranams are doing what? I never got into understanding them, but I thought they are some great mantras and you like some mantras. So like a paradise to recite the mantras thinking these are the things. But here you're talking something different. Now maybe those mantras, when I see, oh, they're only describing the same thing. Name, form, qualities, and your pastimes. In those also, it was the same thing. And here you are making it so simple in 2 lines. Just remember me and my pastimes, done. But Bhagwan, this is so simple. Then why are people not getting attracted towards you? Can you please throw light on that? Bhagwan says 2 shlokas. Shloka number 11, shloka number 12. He says, these are my favorite shlokas, okay? I repeat this quite often. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham mam vartmanu vartante manushyaha partha sarvashaha. Bhagwan says, as all surrender into me, the degree of your surrender. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. The way you come to me, tam sataya bhajamyaham, I will respond to you in the same manner. You come to me, oh Bhagwan, I don't have the time to understand your Gita and all, I don't know what that is. But yeah, I just want, but somebody told me, chant Vishnu Sahasranam every Thursday, I will get wealth. We wear yellow dress, sit on a yellow asan, offer some yellow chawal. I have trust in that thing. And they said, somebody told, oh, by chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, you will see, you will get a lot of gold in your life. So I trust that. So I'm just doing this much. Bhagwan says, yes, no problem. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataya bhajamyaham. Do that much. You will get, you're doing all these things on Thursday, no? On Thursday, I will sit when you're chanting Vishnu Sahasranam, I will sit as Vishnu, 400 form. You are chanting Vishnu Sahasranam so that you will get wealth. My Lakshmi ji will also sit and give you wealth. Somebody else will say, oh Bhagwan, I want to know about you. Who are you? Bhagwan says, you really want to know about me? I will make all the arrangements. Don't worry. Somewhere or from somewhere, some books will come in your hands. Somehow, some YouTube content will come to your phone because you're thinking of me. I will talk to you. I will guide you. I will guide you to all those saints and gurus by which all your doubts will be cleared. I will work. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataya bhajamyaham. The way you approach me, I will respond to you in the same way. You will be like, Bhagwan, I don't know what is Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, I don't have the time. But I heard that if I give charity to your temple, if I give food to the needy, my desires will be fulfilled, my problems will be gone, my planets will be all favorable to me. Bhagwan, I'll just give food to people. That's easier for me. Please make my planets favorable. No problem. You do that. I will tell the planets, be favorable. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataya bhajamyaham. The way you talk to me, I will respond to you in the same way. If you think of me 1 hour, I think of you 1 hour. If you think of me 2 hours, I think of you 2 hours. If you think of for me for only 16 Fridays, I will think of you only 16 Fridays. If you think of me like Haridas Thakur 24 hours, I will think of you 24 hours. If you are like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who is going crazy to see me as Kali, I will come like Kali to you. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. In whatever form you want to see me, I will come in that form. You want to see my mother form? You want to worship me like a mother? Yeah, I'll come as Yogmaya. Yogmaya is my extension. You want to worship me as Shiva? Yes, Shiva is my extension. You like that form? No worries. You want to worship me in other forms? You can. The way you like me, I will come to you in that form. And whatever you want, I will give you whatever you are desiring. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataiv bhajamya. If you think of me 24 hours, I think of you 24 hours. If you love me like Haridas Thakur, I love you like Haridas Thakur. If you love me like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, I love you like Ramakrishna Paramahansa. If you are like, okay, I don't like these forms and all. I like the God. I heard that God is like a Brahma Jyoti. He's just light. No problem. I like the Advaita philosophy. No problem. I'll become the Brahma for you. I want to be the Jnani, the Sankhya Yogi. No problem. I'll come as Kapil. And I'll give you all the knowledge. I'll come as Buddha. I'll practice it and show it to you. Follow. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sadai bhajamyam. You like that, you get me like that. This is the meaning. Everyone follows my path in all respects. Even the Advaiti, he thinks he's seeing something Nirakar, but that Advait, the Sankhya Yoga, a Buddhist may think, but that Buddhist yoga, I descended as Kapil and I gave it. They don't realize. They say it's their path. Oh, Arjun, the mystery is this. Everyone is following my path. Everyone follows my path in all respects. This is the greatest mystery. And this is the illusion that my Yogmaya creates. They think they are great. They forget. Behind me, behind the scenes, they are all following my path. So, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam satai bhajamyaham mam vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. Let me just read the purport of this. A very beautiful purport. Everyone is searching for Krishna in different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal partial realization, impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence, and as the all-pervading super soul dwelling in everything. So partial is Brahma Jyoti. Then second is a yogi. Jnani sees him like a Brahma Jyoti. The yogi will always see him in his heart as Paramatma. So this is yogi's realization. So Jnani, yogi, and bhakti yogi. Okay? Karma yogi. So karma yogi is like normal bhakta, is doing work and everything. So here he says, his impulse of Brahma Jyoti effulgence and Bhagwan comes, super soul. Okay. Is partially realized in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti and as the all-pervading super soul dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. But Krishna is fully realized by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization. And thus, anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire for him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in the transcendental attitude. Just as the devotee wants him. Now, what does that mean? If you think Krishna is your friend, in this life, when you always think Krishna is your best friend, he's your constant companion, he's your confidant. So when you leave this body, when you go to Golok Vrindavan, you will be his friend only. In this life, say, you take Krishna as your son and you just give him all the love. And you leave this body, you go in the transcendental abode, you will be his mother only. You want to be in Shantras? No. Krishna is a light. I just want to be like that. You leave this body, you will be in the Shantras, in the Brahmajyoti effulgence. You like him as his master, like Hanumanji. There you go, you'll become a servant. You'll serve him like that. Now, there in that world, there is no big or small, like here. We feel, oh, servant means small. No. In that world, being a servant is a very big thing. Because who else but the servant gets so much closeness to Bhagwan? So everybody is like fighting, I want to become the servant, I want to become the servant. Unlike this world, whatever you're seeing in this world is a perverted reflection. Everything, remove all the vikaras, remove all those thing. That love is that world is pure transcendental world, full of love. And serving Bhagwan as his maid servant or anything is the highest love over there. There is no master servant concept the way it is here. Okay, all right. One devotee may want Krishna as Supreme Master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally according to their different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocations of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with the different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the transcendental abode, associate with him in person and are able to render personal service to the Lord, and thus derive transcendental bliss in his loving service. As for those who are impersonalists and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of the living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such impersonalists do not agree to the concept of eternal, blissful personality of Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service to the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them, who are not firmly situated even in the personal existence, return to the material field to exhibit their dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted into the spiritual planets, but they are given a chance to act on the material planets. For those who are fruitive workers, the Lord awards the desired results of their prescribed duties as the Yagneshwaraha. And those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. So if somebody wants siddhis, Ashtasiddhi, Bhagwan is like, okay, you are worshipping me for the Ashtasiddhis. Here are my list of Ashtasiddhi Devis. Pray to them. So whatever you're desiring, based on your desire, you will be rewarded. So a knowledgeable person knows what are the different levels. So Bhagwan here is explaining everything very clearly. He's saying if somebody knows me, they come to my abode. As simple as that. All right. Akamo sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. Whether one is without desire or is desirous of all fruitive results or is after liberation. One should with all efforts try to worship Bhagwan for complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. So akama sarva kamuva, whether you have desires or whether you are devoid of desires. Moksha kama udaradhi, whether you want liberation. In all these three stages, you must still worship Bhagwan. How? Tivrena bhakti yogena, by tivra bhakti. Tivra means intense devotion. Bhakti yoga. Bhagwan says, by intense bhakti yoga, you must worship the Purusham Param, the greatest supreme personality of Godhead. This is the way. So when it is so easy, as I told you, that Bhagwan is so easy to be, you can get him through bhakti yoga, then why are people not following him? So Bhagwan said, Ye yatha mam prapadyante, tam sate bhajamiyam. If somebody is desirous of something, They don't realize me. So what do? When the desires are overcoming you, first he told desires will lead you to sin. Now he's explaining one more thing. When there is so much desires, then it is very difficult to come to me. 12th shloka. Kankshata karmanam siddhim yajante iha devata Shipram hi manushe loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. Bhagwan says, why people are not coming? Because men in this world desire success in fruitive activities. And therefore, they worship all the Devtaas. This is very conflicting many times. Because in the past we have done all this. Now when we hear, it becomes very difficult to accept. Why do people worship different gods? Devtaas, they worship different Devtaas because they have desires and they want their desires to be successful as soon as possible. So whichever Devta can give their desires quickly, they worship that form. Quickly, of course, Bhagwan says, Chipram hi manushe loke. Chipram means quickly. Quickly, of course, men get results from fruity works in this world. So if you are, Bhagwan says, there is a system. Now, what is the system? Devatas are lesser gods, like Navgraha. Then there are certain, when we are worshipping Devtas, they have their devis, they have their siddhi devis. So many people will say, oh, you have to worship all the siddhi devis. Bhagwan has taken away all that here, okay? He's like, directly come to me. Where are you going here and there for siddhis? I'm there. But yeah, if somebody wants to siddhis, my siddhi devis are there. So if somebody comes to you, oh, this is your problem. This is the Navagrahas who are not in favor of you. Do this puja, do this ritual, do this anushthan. Your problem will be solved. So you get a faith in that and you start worshipping that Devi Devta. Now at that time, if somebody comes and tells you Gita, you are like, I'm not interested also. What are you talking about? All these big things? I don't know. Because your mind is so focused on the desire to get fulfilled. Nothing wrong. Bhagwan says, such people will worship Devtas. They will not come to me. Because they have the faith that by worshipping the Devtas, my desire will be fulfilled immediately. There was a story, one guy, he was not having job. So he goes to the astrologer, I'm not getting job. Can you help me? The astrologer looks at his horoscope and says, oh, your Shani, your Saturn is not in your favor. Oh, no, Saturn is not in your favor. What do I do then? Oh, every Saturday you must go and offer oil, mustard oil or til oil. Mustard oil should be good. Okay. You should offer oil and you should offer black cloth. Okay. How many meters black cloth? A small handkerchief or a big sari, big dhoti? What I should offer? Anything, just black cloth. Okay. And then you must feed a black dog. Black dog? What if I don't get black dog? What about if there's a brown dog? Can I offer to the dog? Okay, if you get brown dog, just offer it to the dog. Some food every Saturday. Okay. This guy is going every Saturday and doing all these things. But now he's in a hurry. Every day passes by, he's not still getting his job. Then he goes to somebody else. Shows his horoscope again. That guy is like, who told you this? Oh, that astrologer is not great. I'm telling you, your Mangal, your Mars is not in your favor. Oh, Mars is also not in favor. What I should do now? Nothing. Just go to the temple. This is the Mars mantra. Only 80,000 times. You chant. And offer something. You should wear red clothes. But remember, in Mars puja, you have to sit on ground. On ground? No asan, no red asan. Are you sure? Yes, only on ground. Why? No, this is how it is written. He's Bhumi Putra, so he should sit on ground. Okay. So this guy goes to the temple again. And this dhan you have to do. Okay. Now Tuesday also started. Navgraha. Saturday started. Tuesday started. Now I have to do 80,000 of Shani also. I have to do 80,000 of Mangal also. Nothing is happening because the pressure is building, the job. You're chanting the mantra, but give me the job, 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 give me the job. This is what is happening. Then somebody meets you in the temple. What happened? I see you regularly on Tuesday and Saturdays. Everything okay with you? You're praying to Shani, everything good? No, I'm not getting job. Oh, I have prayed so much, nothing is happening. I have given so much charity, nothing is happening. First of all, I'm not earning money and then I have to give so much charity. Oh my God, what do I do? Oh, you know what you should do? I'll tell you one thing. Your Shani and your Mangal, Mars and Saturn will become in your favor if you worship their God. Who is their God? Oh, Hanumanji. You should worship Hanumanji. How should I worship? Oh, nothing. You just take a murti of Hanumanji, keep it in your room, keep it in your house. Okay. But what about this Shani and Mangal? Do I have to come every weekend? No. Do one thing. Go to the shop, buy the yantra, Shani yantra, Mars yantra. Take it to your temple room, take it to your home, keep it every day in the altar. So Shani yantra is there, Mangal yantra is there, and then you keep Hanumanji there. What should I chant? Nothing, simple. Bajrang Baan and Hanuman Chalisa. And there is a mantra I'll give you for Hanuman. You chant this, things will be all right. Okay. But you should offer Panchopcharam. Okay, what are Panchopcharam? Dhupam, Deepam, Naivedyam. All those things. Okay. So for Hanumanji, should I also be sitting on the ground? Because Mars also like red, Hanumanji also red. So this is the questions people ask, Mars also like red, Hanumanji also likes red. So asan? No. For Hanumanji, you have to sit on asana. Okay, so this guy goes at home now. Now the prayer starts at home. So the yantras are there, Hanumanji is there. So for Shani, he'll be sitting on black asana. Then he takes away his asana, sits on ground. Then he puts a red asana and sits for Hanumanji and is chanting. And still, he's not getting the job. It happens, right? So many times. Because your mind is not on God. It's on your job. 1 week again passes, 3 weeks has passed, no job. Still, I go to all interviews, nothing is happening. Now what? Then he meets somebody else in the temple. You are praying to Hanumanji? Oh, wonderful. But you know how Hanumanji is happy? How? You have to pray to Ramji. Is Ramji also at your home? Oh, no, Ramji is not at home. Oh, go to the shop, buy Ramji's murti. Do Ramji have also yantra? No. Ramji is a Vedic god. No tantra here, girl. Just take Ramji, just chant Ram, Sitaram. Your work will be done. Okay. So now Ramji is coming with Ram Parivar, standing there in the altar. Sitaram, give me my job. Sitaram, I hope I get my job. Sitaram, give me my job. Sitaram, I hope I get my job. Sitaram. So the mantra jap is going like this. All right, nothing is happening still. 4 weeks, 1 month passed. Now the pressure is up. Now what? Again goes to the temple. Sita, Ram Parivar is there, Hanumanji is there, Mangal is there, Shani is there. Still, I'm not getting my job. What is the problem? Somebody else comes. You know how Ramji is happy? When Ram had to cross that ocean, whose help did he take? Whose help? You forgot? Rameshwar, he prayed to Shivlingam. So you must put a Shivlingam at your home and pray to Shiva now. Okay, what Shivlingam? He goes to the shop, so many Shivlingams are there. Oh, this is from Narmada, this is a Spatikam, this is some other stone. And this is Shiv Parivar Murti. Which one? Which one I should buy? Oh, that is Shiv Yantra, you can buy that also. Okay, give me all of them. Every Monday you have to pray to Shivji. Offer him milk and everything. The whole process. Okay, doing it. So every day the Panchopchar is happening. So the Shani is happening, the Mangal is happening, Hanumanji, Ramji, Shivji is also there. Every day the Panchopchar is happening. But still the job didn't come. 1 month, 1 week. Now what? Gets restless. Go to the temple again. I have been praying to so many people. None of these are helping me. They're all useless. Do they even exist? I've been trying to get that job and I've been praying sincerely, but nothing is happening. What is wrong? Where is the problem? Then he meets an Iyengar priest, Tripund, not the Tripund, the Vishnu Pund, Urdu Pund. And this priest come. What? You praying to Shiva? Nothing is going to happen. You must pray to Vishnu. Then you see good things will happen to you. But I'm already praying to Ramji, no? Oh, I got it. Now you pray to Krishna then. Krishna will do things for you. He was the one who made life easy for Arjuna. You know that, right? Get Krishna. Start praying to Krishna. Again, go to the temple. Go to the shop. Buy one Krishna Murti. Krishna does not go alone. Take Radha along with you. Okay, Krishna and Radha are coming. Now Krishna and Radha. And the whole parivar is sitting. Family is sitting. Every day the prayer is going on. One day it so happens, he takes the agarbatti, this guy, and he's like showing the agarbatti to everybody, the incense. He shows it to Shani. It is anyway yantra, so no problem. The other one, no problem. He goes on showing it to everybody. And then he goes to Krishna. And he's showing the agarbatti. But suddenly this guy feels, maybe the prayer that I'm giving to all the gods, this Krishna is stealing it. Because Krishna is a thief. The prayer that I'm giving, this Krishna is stealing. But I can't do like that. I have to still pray to Krishna. I should pray to Krishna sincerely. So this time, what he starts doing, he takes the agarbatti, closes the, with his hand, he makes a separation and then gives the agarbatti to this god. So that this god, when he's smelling the agarbatti, only this god can smell. The smell should not go to Krishna. Then he comes here. Then he gives to Ram Parivar. The smell should not go to Krishna. Then he gives to Shiv Parivar. The smell should not go to Krishna. And then finally, after giving everybody, he comes to Krishna. And then he says, okay, this is your incense now. And that night he prayed like this. And he sees Krishna in his dreams. And Krishna is like, I'm very happy with you. Tomorrow you're going to get your job. And next day he gets his job. He comes. He's like, what just happened yesterday? Why did Krishna come in my dreams? And why did he give me the job? For so many days I'm praying to so many gods. That means Krishna is real. He's like, please, can you tell me? That day he prays again. Can you please tell me what just happened? What changed? I was doing the same puja. Krishna again appears to him and says, till date, you were doing puja. But you were thinking, these are all just murtis. They're all just stone idols. They're all just some metal yantras. But first time in your life, when I came, you felt as if I'm stealing your puja. And then you felt, okay, this incense should not go to Krishna. First time in your life, you felt that these murtis are not stone murtis. These are gods. And the moment you felt that I am real, your work was done. So this is the stage of everybody. When Bhagwan says, why people are not coming to me directly? The story indicates it like that. 12th shloka. Kangshata karmanam siddhim. They are desirous of certain things. And when somebody says, okay, worship this Devi Devta, they worship. Because by what they think, by worshipping the Devi Devtas, they will get their desires fulfilled. And that is why they don't come to me. But one thing about Devi Devtas is, Devi Devtas are businessmen. Whatever, they are waiting. Oh, this guy is going to come. They are least bothered whether you are purified or not. With Bhagwan, he will go on talking about so much qualities to develop. It is very hard to walk on the path of Gita because he wants these qualities to be developed. Vit, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha means to approach him, you have to come out of these three things. Anger, you have to come out. You have to come out of your kamanas, the lust. But when somebody does not come out of this lust, does not want to come out of this anger, does not want to purify him, it will be very difficult to approach to Krishna. But somebody says, oh, do this tamtik puja, sacrifice a animal, and your desire will be fulfilled. I go to Kamakhya, I see that so many big politicians, actors, for little desires, they sacrifice because they don't want to purify themselves. But if somebody tells them, oh, doing this will help you, then that thought, they will do it. They are not bothered about purifications, and Devtaas are least bothered about your purification. You can be sleeping with as many women as you want, they will not give you any lecture. You can take as many drugs as you want. Devtaas are not going to come and give you lecture, read the Gita or clear it. No, they are not. You can be a biggest thief. You can be a biggest liar. You can be a biggest cheater. Devtaas are least bothered. There are certain methods, certain rituals given in the books. You read a book. You don't even need a guru. You read a book. Do those rituals. You have collected some punya. You have given it to Devta. Devta is like, okay, give me your punya. I want to live in the heaven. Your punya is going to help me. Give me your punya. And you want that girl. People do vashikaran. You want that girl? We'll do something for you. You want that, whatever you want. You want that illegal money? We'll do it. Don't worry. Devtaas are like that. Who are these Devtaas? I told you. They are only businessmen. You do their rituals. You give their punya to them. They will fulfill your desires. The business is over. They are not there to teach you to improve. But with Bhagwan, this is not the case. Bhagwan gives you all the knowledge for you to improve, to change, to become pure. Do not live like an ignorant person. Do not get stuck up in this cycle of desires, life and birth and death. Do not get stuck up. Devtaas, they are least bothered. So here Bhagwan is saying, yes, people do not come to me because of this reason. They have to calculate that. They have to, they want their desires. Their desires come first. So they don't want to come to me. But to come to me, yes, you have to be free from attachment. You have to be free from fear. And you have to be free from anger. And where is their anger coming? Because of a lust. So to come to me, the lust has to be removed slowly. They do not know. They're doing it ignorantly. Bhagwan will answer this also. They do not know. That is, Devtaas also have a limitation. It is not like Bhagwan does not fulfill your desire. Bhagwan fulfills everything. But he will demand purification from you. Devtaas have a certain limit. Bhagwan went to Sandipini Muni, his guru, and after all the studies were done, schooling was done, you have to give Dakshina. Means you have to pay something to the guru. For getting so much knowledge, you give something back to the guru. So Bhagwan says, Guruji, what I should give you back? Tell me your donation, your fees. Guru Mata comes, the wife of the guru, and says, Krishna, I lost my son 20 years ago in the ocean, Dwarka. Can you please bring my son back with all the knowledge that you got from the guru? Krishna goes, brings out the dead son and gives it to the Guru Mata. So Krishna can do this. It's not as if Krishna will not give you the little joys that you're asking from Devi Devtas. He can give you. I've told you, in the last Shloka of Gita, this is what is mentioned. But to go to that last Shloka of Gita, Bhagwan has given so much lecture so that you are pure, you are purified by all these lectures. And then in the end, through Vyasji, Vyas is Lord Krishna's incarnation. Vyasji says, Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishna, Yatra Partha Dhanurdara, Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna means living entity, the supreme archer, there will also be certainly opulence. There will be victory. There will be extraordinary power and morality. This is my opinion. So Bhagwan gives. But Bhagwan first purifies. Devta gives. Devta is not bothered about your purification. Devta is not bothered to give you the knowledge. Devta will only give you your desire. They are like businessmen. You go to a shopkeeper, you pay him money, you will get a thing which you want to get. He will not even think whether this is good for you. But if you ask your parents for certain things, no matter a small child will cry like crazy, but if the mother knows this thing is not good for my baby, the mother will never give. This is how Bhagwan is. Pure love. So Devi Devta, when I told you, worship, like in Rig Vedas, there is worship for fire god, Agni. That was taken away. When Krishna came in his avatar, he took away all these things. Indra, he took it away. So these are Devatas. Okay, even when you read the Purvasya, you will see Agni and Varun and Indra, they are fighting with each other. Who is powerful? I am powerful. And then Devi comes. Nobody, you guys have no power to do anything if I don't give you the power. So these are Devatas. But when it comes to Bhagwan Shri Krishna, he said, I incarnate along with my Maya. So that Yog Maya is Tripura Sundari. Okay. And then in the end Shloka also, when he said, wherever these two people are there, Arjuna and Krishna, Tatra Shri. Shri means material opulence, or you can say Shri means Shri Vidya, or you can say Shri means Radhaji, Shri means Lakshmi. All of these things are there. Okay. So I hope you understand. This Bhagwan will explain much more in detail when we reach chapter 7. But here he has just given this. Why people don't approach Krishna, even though it is so simple to achieve God, is because of their unlimited desires, and they have faith that Devtas will just fulfill it like this. Okay. So long class. We'll take your comments and we'll end it up. Kartum, akartum, anyatha kartum. Bhagwan and his systems, he just keeps changing the rules of the game in various yugas. He's making it easy now. And when he says, I am the supreme controller, he shows it. I control everything. Yes, he made it easy for us. Imagine in this Kali Yuga, we don't even have the energy to do simple household chores. Imagine doing all that. He made it easy. But yes, he is a Chaliya. Mr. Natwar Lal. Natwar Nagar Natwar Lal. But the scriptures are the recorded words of Bhagwan. Recorded words are good. Live में नहीं मिलेंगे क्या? मिलते हैं ना live में. बोला ना मैं तुमको हिंदी की क्लास में, किसको मिलेंगे? जिसका मन निर्मल हो गया. निर्मल जिस दिन है मन, शांत जिस दिन है मन, मिल जाएंगे. अपने कथाओं के माध्यम से मिलते हैं, गीता के माध्यम से मिलते हैं, 100% मिलते हैं, लाइव में मिलते हैं. लाइव उनका बॉडी कैसा है? लेकिन लाइव उनका बॉडी सच्चिदानंद विग्रह. तुम्हारा लाइव बॉडी क्या है? तुम कौन हो? तुम बोलोगे ये शरीर हो तुम? भगवान को तुम ये शरीर नहीं दिख रहे हो, ये तो तुम्हारा आउटर कॉस्ट्यूम है. तुम भी सच्चिदानंद विग्रह हो. तुम अपने आप अपने सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप में स्थित हो जाओ. The moment you are in your soul realization, that moment you see Bhagwan talking to you. Bhagwan's form is Sachidanand Vigraha. Your form is Sachidanand Vigraha. So when you say live milenge, will you meet him in live? Yes, you will meet him in live. How else will you meet? But that live that you are defining, what is that live? That life is your soul form, not this body by which you're thinking this is life. No, you are your soul. You go to your soul form and you will see him right there talking to you. He talks. All right. जैसे आप मेरे सामने हैं वैसे ऐसे ही. Yes, just like this. The joy I get to sing a glory about my Guru when my Guru is listening is another level compared to singing glories of the photo of the Guru. Yeah, because you're thinking it's a photo, but this form is also a photo. This is just a 3-dimensional illusion of Bhagwan Krishna. All right. आपने तो बोला प्यार करने के लिए 2 चाहिए होते हैं. हाँ तो है ना 2 अंदर. तुम्हें क्या लगता है एक ही है? 2 हैं? 2 नहीं है, बहुत हैं. 2 एकम 2, 2 दूनी 4. 4 किससे भी बहुत ज्यादा है उधर. So yes, Bhagwan is always there. He's always talking. As now we are talking, he's always talking to us. He talks. अर्जुन के लिए तो वो लाइव खड़े हैं भगवान. मुझे तो अपने printed words दे गए, तुम्हारे लिए भी live खड़े हैं. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले both you and Aman were like, okay, Guru Govind दोनों खड़े, काके लागू पाओ, है. Now the Guru is standing in front of you and talking, and see your difference now. You said, oh, Krishna will come and talk to me live. I start my lecture saying, Sarvadevo Maya Guru. Acharya Mam Vijaniya. This is Krishna's word. So Acharya is in front of you. And immediately you said, will Krishna come live and talk to me? Understand. Bhagwan talks through the Guru. Acharya Mam Vijaniya. That is for the body. But when you are in your soul realization, he will talk to you in his original Sachidanand Vigraha. When the mind is nirmal, when the mind is beyond dualities, when the mind is out of doubts. So first he will talk through the physical Guru, then he will talk himself. He does. All right. भक्त तो भगवान मेरे पैसे वापस करो, लाइव के पैसे दिए तेरे. वंडरफुल. बोलो उनको, लगाओ उनको. ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते ताम तथैव भजामि हम. आकर के देंगे तुमको पैसे रिटर्न. He does it. You have no idea. So this happened with Baba Bhootnath Ji, I think I have told you this. So my husband is just like you guys. He will also believe only the Guru form. So he always likes Paramahansa Yoganand Ji. He says, I don't know what Bhagwan is. I only like Guru form. And he feels more attracted towards Sri Yukteswar Ji. So one day, at our home, there is Baba Bhootnath Ji's picture. So it was on the fridge. And he's like, so he is not in body. And he has never met Baba Bhootnath Ji. So my husband asked, so will he come and tell me what is the time? He was just kidding and just joking. I'm like, yeah, he can do anything. Don't test my Baba Bhootnath Ji and don't test me. So my husband is like, okay, so Baba Bhootnath Ji, can he come from there and tell me what is the time? Because the clock was in some other room. I'm like, yeah, he can tell, but why should we disturb Baba Bhootnath Ji? I'll go in the other room. I'll see the time and I'll tell you. Wait. So I went to the other room. I came and I told the time. Okay. And then in the afternoon, my husband went for a small nap. And in the nap, he's seeing Babaji is coming to him with a big clock. He's like, this is the time. My husband got up and the dream was so true. Whatever time he showed, it was actually that time. Then he's like, I dare not challenge Baba Bhootnath Ji. It happened 2 or 3 times with him. Every time he would challenge. I'm like, yeah, Babaji can do anything. So yes, God and Gurus, they will talk to you. How they will talk is different. All right, Ma, this is so hardwired in my brain that I do some work or add value in terms of good karma and then only the desires get fulfilled or good things happen to me. Even it is understandable when I worship any Navgraha, chant their mantras or do fire oblations. Those Devtaas take up the punya of that japa and good karma and fulfill my wishes or take me out of my issues. But I get stuck. How Shri Krishna or Malalita fulfill any wishes when I remember them or worship them? All the Devtaas are working under their direction. Till now, you didn't have the knowledge, my dear Gaurav. You didn't have the knowledge. Who gave you all this knowledge of this, doing this? The people around you. You never questioned. You trusted the process, which is good. That process built one thing in you, faith. And now today, Bhagwan is giving the knowledge because of whatever you have done in the past. So get the knowledge and rise above. Small children, we give them toys to play. Is it not? Why do we give them toys to play? With those toys, their mental abilities, their thinking abilities, certain motor activities, nerves, everything is activated. So they are playing with the toys. Toys are given to them. There are so many things that develop with the help of the toys, so many things develop in them. But after they become big, are they playing with the small toys? No. They don't. So all this puja part, whatever you did till now, are like that. You are growing spiritually, but you are still at a child level. You are playing with all these toys, swa, mantra, whatever you're doing. Nothing wrong in that, do it. But here now the knowledge is also being provided to you. Now you are growing in spiritual world. Now you're no more like, to teach prayers, to teach multiplication tables, or to teach additions. For a small kid, you give them certain things, certain toys, certain objects, and that is how they learn. But as they grow higher and higher, if somebody wants to become a mathematician, he does not have to use those objects. he thinks differently. Same way in spiritual path. You did worship in the past, good. You did havans, good. All these things, what did it do? It finally helped you evolve and develop faith that there is some super higher power which is doing it. Now Bhagwan is giving the knowledge that super higher power is me. I was the one giving you everything through all these people. Bhagwan says here, and Bhagwan will say in chapter 7, very clearly he'll say. Till now, you were ignorant, even though you thought you have knowledge. But till now, Gita, you had not learned. And when you mention about those scriptures, how deeply did you learn? After learning the Gita, go back to those scriptures again. I'm telling you, you'll find a different meaning. Now things will be very different for you. Getting it? That is why I focus on Gita so much. I have also learned scriptures, but after reading the Gita, then I go back to the scriptures, then I see my own life, then I see what all I have developed or what I have gained. Now the picture is very clear. Now all the magic, all the illusion, all the knowledge is not even impure now. It is very pure. Gita is the purest knowledge. So like that. So when you said, how Sri Lalita, Sri Krishna will fulfill, because all the Devi Devtas are worshipping them. They are getting their power from them. I mean, they are gods, so not interested in my punya, japa punya. They are not interested in anything. They are interested only in your love. Okay? Like when you love your parents are going to fulfill your wishes, don't they? Every day, are you sitting and you're chanting to your mother? Do you make your parents sit in front of you and chant? Oh, mother, my father, sit down here. I'm going to offer you agarbatti. I'm going to offer you puja. No. Out of love, you go and say to your parents, give me this. They'll give you. But certain behavior they will expect from you. Is it not? Till now, you are thinking they are Devi Devtaas. They are Devi Devtaas. You have to do certain things. Then they are pleased. Here, there is no rituals. Here, it is a matter of heart, surrender, and the trust. Vit, Raga, Bhaya, Krodha means there is no fear. My desires will be fulfilled. And if something is not getting fulfilled, it is not meant for me. It is good. Why am I becoming like a stubborn child, asking for things which will be harmful for me? And if this mother, father will not give me, I will go to somebody else and take the help from there. Exactly, become like a child. They are your original. He is the seed-giving father and she is the mother. She will fulfill. The whole world belongs to him. The Brahman belongs to him. The riches belongs to him. These Devi Devtas are the tellers, the cashiers who are just giving it through him. That's all. That job that you think is big, that money that you think big is just peanuts for Bhagwan. And you are asking these Devi Devtas in between, who are the cashiers, give me this. The cashier is not the Reserve Bank of India or Federal Bank of America. Bhagwan is universal bank. You're getting it? Like that. So that is how they are feeling it. But they have appointed all these people, Devi Devtas. Those who want to approach the Devi Devtas, no problem, approach them. But then somebody becomes very knowledgeable and they get Gita Gyan and they're like, what was I doing? No more Devi Devtas. I am a prince. I will go and approach there. My universal bank is there. Ravana did that. He had the power in him. He put Shanidev in below his throne. Realize your power. You're not ordinary. All right. So, got it. What is the mechanism behind fulfillment? But Gunatit, God, I think I've explained you, but as you hear the Gita more, you will understand it. Bolana ma Bhagwan ko line mein rakho. We are happy with our awesome Guru. Acha theek hai, wo line mein hi hai. Chinta mat karo. To me personally, it's so easy to worship Krishna because it's the first one I hear about it. You have heard in the past life, that's why. So true, Ma, always grateful for your patience with us. We keep throwing our tantrums about why Bhagwan is not coming to us as if we are some great yogis. But we are aware of our shortcomings and very grateful for Bhagwan's grace and your patience. We have a lot of work to do, but with your grace, we hope to one day receive the immense blessings which has been bestowed on all of us through Bhagwan and our beloved Gurus, the Guru Tattva. Wonderful, Aman. Nice way of summarizing. Thank you so much. All right, so class over and we will see you Monday. Jai Shri Krishna. Hari Bol. All of you have
Thank you, Ma.
very Krishna day.
Jai Ma. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Ma. Charan Sparsh.
जय मा जय मा.